to Mentorship Matters, a podcast by trusted mentors. I'm Costeena Weathersby, and today I'm so excited. We're going to talk to one of our mentor-mentee pairs, but before we do, I want to remind you that Trusted Mentors is an Indianapolis nonprofit organization. We recruit, we train, and connect adults as volunteer mentors with other adults who are at risk. So it could be someone who has been incarcerated and they are now re entering society, someone who is 18 years old and aging out of foster care and they suddenly have to be an adult, or someone who is at risk of homelessness. At the end of the day, our mentors walk alongside these individuals, helping them to stabilize their life and to succeed. So, without further ado, we're going to talk to one of our mentors, Garry Thomas, and his mentee, Lucas. Hi, guys.
Hi, Chris Costeena.
Hi.
Hello. I'm so glad to have you guys
I
on.
appreciate it for the invite.
Yes. I'm glad to hear from you. So, this is interesting because, Lucas, you're going to be our first mentee that is a young adult who aged out of foster care. So that's how
Yes.
you were connected with Garry.
Yes.
What organization did you come from? And tell me a little bit about it.
So yes, as you said, I was finna get out of foster care. The program that helped me to connect with Garry was Firefly.
Okay.
Is another agency that worked for me to help me organize my life and helping out.
Yes. And so they told you about Trusted Mentors.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, how did you feel at first when you learned
At
about it?
first, I was a little difficulty thinking about what is trust and mentor. Does it really what it's do? What it's supposed to help me with?
Yeah.
So, but at the end, it helped me a little bit. Helped me process of my situation while I'm aging out of foster care.
Awesome. And then you met Garry.
Yes.
And Garry, you've been with Trusted Mentors for a while. You've been a mentor. So tell me a little bit about your previous experience and then how that kind of plummeted you into your experience with Lucas, what it did for you as a mentor.
I started with Trusted Mentors. I want to say it was in 2012,
Okay. Wow.
and I had gotten paired with a gentleman that he was an adult. And he was homeless,
Okay.
living from relative to relative or friend to friend, wherever he could find a place. Had some substance abuse problems, a lot of issues.
Yeah.
And kind of walked with that gentleman for maybe about a year and a half, and he just disappeared.
Oh my. Yeah.
Just fell off the map. So put my name back in the ring,
Yes.
and I tried reentry.
Okay.
That, I'll be honest, that was a disaster.
It was hard, huh?
That's very difficult. A lot of gaining success in life is changing your mindset.
Yes.
And for an adult, I think it's even more difficult. You have to really, really want to change your mindset.
Yeah.
And I think it was difficult for that gentleman to kind of have that paradigm shift.
Yes.
So I took some time off.
Okay.
I hadn't experienced very much success, and I'm a success-driven person.
Yes.
So it was a little disheartening.
Yeah.
I took a little time off, but your team is so persistent.
Yes, they are.
And I mean, every month I'm getting an email. Every month. And a couple of years ago, I forget the girl's name. I'm not sure.
Whitney, I think it
Whitney.
was, yes.
Whitney, yes.
Whitney Sorrell.
Was extremely persistent. Picking up the phone, making phone calls. And I said, well, let me pray about it,
Okay. That's a good thing.
because I'm doing a lot in life. So I said, well, let me pray about it. And I just felt very strongly in my spirit I needed to get involved again.
Very good.
So I chose foster care, transitioning from foster care to adulthood, because I thought, well, maybe, it's a younger mind. I'm able to help them achieve that paradigm shift, that mental shift that it takes to go from living a life of poverty and lack to living a life of abundance and success. Success is one of those. I used to tell my son this. And I've told Lucas this same thing. Young as we're younger, we make poor decisions, and it seems like it's just one poor decision after the other, and you get on a roll with poor decisions. Yeah. Success operates the same way. You get some success, a little success here, a little success there, and then it starts to mount, and before you know it, you're on a roll with success.
With success, yes.
And Lucas has done a great job of doing that.
Awesome. Okay. So you guys finally met. What was that like, Lucas, when you first met Garry?
When we first met, we was like, trying to get to know each other, how we, what kind of person I am, what kind of goal I was trying to achieve at that time. But yeah, at that time, I was like trying to get myself an apartment, get a job, focus on my independent living situation. And then he asked about, what's your religion?
I see.
Like, at first I was like, I don't believe anything like Christian, anything like that. He was like, now we have a little problem there.
Okay, well, let's see what is this now? Let's see.
So we got a little problem of, because now I'm a religion, man. That's what Garry said. Mm-hmm. I'm a religion, man. So I believe body in Christ and Jesus. Mm-hmm. So I was like, okay. So we have a little bit of argument about
a debate. How about that?
Yeah,
debate.
Not an argument.
Healthy debate.
Yeah, I held healthy debate about what's a Christian about.
Yes.
What does it stand for?
Yeah.
So me and him got a little bit understanding, but he said, you know what? I'm not gonna push you.
That's good.
To believe it. I'm going to show you what it is. Mm-hmm. And then I said, okay. We talk, we get to know each other. Then later on, it leads me to go to church.
Wow.
And see the difference of the beliefs of me not believing church or me not believing Christ.
Yeah. Wow. So this is interesting. So, in the beginning, Garry's a church person, you're not, but then something happened to have you finally go to church. How did that happen? Garry, tell me about that. How did he finally?
So let me help help Lucas' story out a little bit.
Yeah, I might have.
I never ask anybody if they believe in religion because I don't even like religion myself.
That's right. Religion.
I believe in God and relationship with God.
Yes.
So what I asked him was, what's your relationship with God like? Yes. What's your relationship with Christ like?
Yeah.
And his response was, I don't believe in a God. With just the blankest stare I could get.
Wow.
And I was a little taken back because one of the questions on your questionnaire is, would you like to be seen with someone with like faith?
Faith, I see, yeah.
And here's someone with no faith.
No faith.
Well, it's just like God to do something like this,
Isn't
right?
that something?
When he's trying to reach somebody who's lost, he'll send somebody along the path. So it doesn't always look like we want it to look. Yeah. So it took me back a little bit. We had a little conversation. It wasn't ever an argument or even a debate, but it did get a little tense.
I see.
Because he was staunch that I don't believe in that.
He was very...
And once I learned Lucas's story, I understood why he had never seen Christ modeled in his life before.
Wow.
Orphaned at an infancy.
Wow.
In China, adopted by a family here in the United States, and then ends up in a foster care system. So his story was one of people abandoning him. And I just thought, I'm not going to abandon this guy.
Absolutely.
I'm going to be there. I'm going to show him that the Christian lifestyle is one of love, of inclusion, of tolerance, of patience.
Yes.
And I wanted to show him Christ. So just hung out with him. Never spoke Christ to anything like that. Lucas calls me one day. He says, hey, I'm not going to be able to do something on such and such a day. The only days I have off are Sundays and another day during the middle of the week. I said, well, you want to see me on Sunday, you know where I am. I'm at church. So you got to come to church with me.
Yes. Okay.
So that's how we get to church.
That's how he got to church.
Right, because he only had a couple of days available.
Okay.
So we go to church, and I'm not pushing.
No. Okay.
I'm not pushing. I'm just letting him
Make the
find his
decision.
way through this process.
Yeah.
And we went to church, and another lady actually spoke to him while the altar call was coming on. And he went up and gave his life to Christ,
Wow.
has been baptized, has received God as his, Christ as his Lord and Savior.
Lucas.
And it's just been an awesome experience.
Lucas,
From there.
tell me about that. How did you, wow, you went from not being a believer, you have such a story, being orphaned, and then meeting Garry, and then finally making it to church. What was it like when you walked in there and saw this church?
Well, I'll say there's a lot of support in the church. At first, I don't believe it because, of course, abandonment issues,
Yes.
not having a adult or anybody who cared about the poor little child at 1st. But now Garry here sees low potential of me growing up, be a successful person.
Yes.
So I'm trying to hold on that part and to
Yes.
prove him I'm gonna be the successful person.
And you are. And you are. You have your own apartment now.
Mm-hmm.
You, I understand, are paying your bills.
Yes,
Yeah.
it's
Adulting.
I would say it's a struggle at first to get everything together. You being an adult, to live by yourself and maintain your bills, maintain your rent. Make sure you don't be late on the payment. At beginning of my independent living situation, I've been behind bills. Of course, anybody could,
Yes.
any adult,
That's right.
be late for rent, maybe, or whatever it is, they will definitely be late. So at that situation, I was like, what should I do? Like, should I do this? Should I pay this first?
Oh.
Or should I pay that first?
Learning how to make priorities and make decisions. I see.
And then, but even then, I have my phone bill.
Yeah.
So I was like trying to figure it out and by myself. And then my, of course, Firefly,
Yes.
their person helped me understand we can do this, help you out first for a couple of months
Okay.
to get on your feet and to help you manage the money and managing your expense of everything. I was
Yes.
like, okay, let me figure this out. Let me figure it out with you.
And you're doing it.
Yeah.
You are doing it. You're successful. That's great. All right. So, what is this like then to see Garry, to see Lucas progressing, and he's, he's being able to do this. He's living on his own, and I also think, isn't he doing a special job at your church now too? Right? Or is he not?
To answer your first question, it's amazing.
It is.
To think about a teenage child with virtually no guidance, no training coming up on what an adult looks like. A lot of us have a mother or a father or mother and father in the home to model this for us and to kind of walk us through at different stages. But he's just been thrown into just thrown in the deep end, so to speak. And so, I mean, no job.
Yeah.
Wasn't going to school.
Yeah.
No direction. Didn't know how he was where to start.
Yes.
And he's just really kind of latched on to all the help he could get, and has done a good job of utilizing the information that he's got to benefit himself.
Wonderful.
It's one thing to get the information; it's another thing to use it. And he's very good at using information that he's receiving to enhance his life.
And in the church, is he doing some?
He was, so Lucas, I live on the far east side of town now,
Yes,
and
yes.
Lucas lives on the far north side of town.
Oh.
The church is in the city, so he has difficulty getting to the church, but when he was getting there, he was working in our media system. He was doing
Wow.
the live streaming and the music and whatnot at the church. So he was in training for that. So
You have
that was
experience.
exciting. Pastor still asks about him every once in a while.
Wonderful.
Wants to know where he is.
All right. All
So
right. Great.
yeah.
Well, I am so glad to hear all the success that you are having, both together and, of course, apart too, but together. So, what does Garry mean to you? How much has he been a help for you?
He is part of my support system, of course.
Yeah.
He helping me out, figuring out difficulty of living, and teach me, well, even give me a guidance of
Yes.
what I need to do
Yes.
in my life.
All right.
You know, at first I was like, should I quit school because I have to depend on my living situation, like this and that. But he said, nah, just keep pushing it yourself. Focus on school, and after the school, you get a better paying job,
Yeah.
and you can get be more independent than when you are right now.
Yes.
You don't have to count on other people who can help you throughout the stuff. I was like, okay, that kind of makes sense for me. So, but he, I'll say a little bit father figure.
Oh, nice.
I can say that.
Yes.
Because like I said, like everybody know,
Yes.
I didn't even have a father
You didn't even
figure.
have a father. Yes. Okay.
So, to me, to say that is kind of something probably emotional for him. Because
For him, not for,
for
you.
him, for him, because I know how emotional he is of me saying certain stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But at the end of the day, he is helping me out with my situation, help me out, figure it out what I need to do
Yes.
for myself and for my living
Yes.
situation.
All right. Thank you. And Garry.
He nailed me. He put me on blast.
I'm
I am
sorry,
a pretty
but
emotional man.
I see you
I'm a
tearing up there. So
sensitive
yes.
man.
Yes.
So the success that I watched Lucas experiences, I couldn't be happier for him.
Mm-hmm.
It excites me. It increases my faith.
Wonderful.
After two
Yes.
not so successful experiences with trusted mentors, having a successful experience means the world.
Yes. All right.
It's amazing.
So, what would you say to somebody out there? I know you've had your different trials of, okay, somebody out of incarceration, somebody who's been homeless. Now you're with a young adult. But if somebody's watching and they're, trying to make the decision if they should be a mentor, what would you say to them?
I believe inside of every human being is a part of you that wants to help, that wants to make a difference.
Yeah.
And if that's a part of you, if you know that that's in you, if you feel that pulling in your spirit to get involved and change this world one life at a time,
Yes.
I say go for Trusted Mentors. It is a great experience. It's a great organization. And it's been affecting lives for what, 20?
Over 20 years.
Over 20 years,
Yes.
25 years, something like
Yes,
that now.
yes,
So
yeah.
it's a great organization. You guys are a great organization. You do a lot of wonderful stuff.
Thank you.
We've been to baseball games. We've been to basketball games. There's
know.
cookouts. You guys love eating. So every time there's an event, there's
Yes,
food.
yes.
So I mean, it's just it's a worthy cause.
Thank you.
And it's absolutely needed.
It is.
And I would encourage anybody, just going to look at the camera now. I'd encourage anybody who is thinking about doing this to really kind of do your research, get into it, ask questions, come to some meetings maybe if you're invited, and see what this is about. And I invite you to join this group of people, this army, this battalion of individuals that are trying to change the world one life at a time. Let's come together and let's make it happen.
Thank you. Thank you.
You know,
Thank
for
you
people
so
like
much.
Lucas and
Yeah.
others.
Yes. Lucas is a testament. And Lucas, congratulations to you.
Thank you.
Congratulations to you. I am just so very happy to hear more about your story today and just to see the progress that you're making. And I just want you to continue to go to school, continue to make the right choices and the right decisions. I know you're going to be very successful. And I can't wait to see your name in lights, the media man somewhere.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
school I'm going for
Tell me about it.
is graphic design.
Graphic design. Oh, yes. Are you in anime? Do you like anime?
Yes.
Very good. I can't wait to see your work.
I'm not that talented yet.
You're gonna be. You're gonna
I'll
be.
try to be, but it might put me a little bit of pressure. under
Uh-huh.
that.
No
Just
pressure.
saying-
No pressure. All right.
just saying that.
But you're gonna do great.
Yeah.
And thank you all so much. You all really have. You really have shown that mentorship, it matters. If you are thinking about being a mentor, please take a look at our website at www.trustedmentors.org or give us a phone call at 317-985-5041. We'll see you again next time.